Well, hello there everyone and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Christy and I'm making lasagna today, guys. I love me some lasagna. Now I will be using these oven ready lasagna noodles. This just makes it so much easier. And I'll just walk you through it step by step and I'll go over the ingredients with you as I go. So hang with me today because you know what time it is. It's time to get cooking. So the first thing that I'm going to do is make the sauce for the lasagna. So I have 1 pound of ground beef in a skillet, but you could use Italian sausage, or sometimes I've even combined Italian sausage with ground beef. But today I'm just using ground beef. And now I'm going to add some diced onions, and this is 1/2 of a large onion diced. And then I'm going to mince 3 cloves of garlic. All right, so I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of dried basil and 1 tablespoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 of a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just going to stir all this around. All right, I'm going to add a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And then I have 4 of these 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. Or you can use 2 15-ounce cans of the tomato sauce. So now I'm going to add 1 cup of water, and I'm going to add it to my tomato sauce can here. When you use the oven-ready lasagna noodles, you have to add water to your sauce. So I'm just going to swirl this water into all these cans just to get out all the excess tomato sauce. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of red wine, just a couple tablespoons. All right, and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right, then I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. All right, so while my sauce is simmering on top of the stove, I am going to mix up my cheese for this lasagna. All right, so I have a 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese. And I'm going to add 1 cup of shredded parmesan, and this is fresh parmesan. You can use the dried grated parmesan if you want. I am also going to add about 1 cup of shredded mozzarella, and this was a 4-ounce block of fresh mozzarella that I grated. Next, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, and then 2 eggs. And I'm just going to give this a good stir. All right, so it is now time to layer the lasagna, and I have everything ready to go. So let me show you just how I do it. First thing that I do is I ladle a couple big spoons of sauce into the bottom of my baking dish, and this is a 9 by 13 baking dish. And this is what makes it so easy, guys, is using these oven ready lasagna noodles. You do not have to cook them ahead of time. They will cook in the sauce as they bake. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to kind of, well, that did not work out. But hey, this is fine. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit broken. But I'm just going to lay one like this, just so there's no big gaps. Okay, so this is where everyone differs in how they layer their lasagna. I'm just going to show you how I do it. I find this a little bit easier. I just find it easier to spread my cheese mixture onto the noodle versus over the sauce. So I'm just going to spread this out, and then I'm going to ladle over the sauce. To sprinkle over some mozzarella cheese. Now this is what I like to do. I love provolone. So I have some sliced provolone here, and I'm just going to lay down some sliced provolone. All right, I'm just going to repeat this process. All right, so this is the final layer, and I'm topping everything with the rest of the sauce. All right, then I'm giving a good sprinkling of mozzarella cheese on top. All right, then I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to kind of cover it, but I want the foil to kind of be up a little bit. I don't want it to be directly on top of the cheese, or the cheese will stick to the aluminum foil. So I'm going to kind of create a dome. All right, so then I'm going to bake it in a 350-degree oven for 1 hour. Then I'm going to uncover it for about 15 minutes. Okay, guys, I just took the lasagna out of the oven, and now is the hard part. You need to let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes. If you slice into steaming hot lasagna, it just makes a mess. Still tastes good, it's just messy. So I'm going to let it rest, and then we'll slice into it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do the little lasagna dance. All right, guys, that's all there is to it. Delicious, classic lasagna. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you soon with more delicious recipes.